السلام عليكم. نعم. بلى. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بعنوان الاحتياط المستحب. مو فتوى ولا احتياط وجوبي.
as a مستحب precaution. It's not a
بعض
fatwa.
المتقين كانوا
Some of the pious used to adhere to this narration, but this narration doesn't have a chain of narration. We need to have a narration which has authentic chain of narration or in practice, and therefore some of the fuqaha in the commentary on the makasib have addressed this issue. If this is proven that it is from the Ma'soom, then fine. So if I have a chain of authentic chain of narration, a credible chain of narration from the Ma'soom, narrating this thing, or it is being practiced in a widespread manner by the scholars and the pious, and this is none of them. The one that you narrated, you reported, it is one narration. It is without sanad, without chain of narration, and it's not known who has narrated this, on authority of whom, and it's not practiced. I haven't seen even one jurisprudent, one scholar who has given fatwa in this respect. If you have an option, when you have an option between to perform salah, whether it's short form or normal form, in Mecca and Medina and Kufa and Karbala, according to some narration, that 25 dhira or 25 yard, and therefore from the tomb of the Imam Hussein. Some of them used to say this, adhere to this narration, like my late father, and some say all of Karbala. This is applicable. Some narrations say Karbala is the haram of the sanctity of Imam Hussein, and it is not. The Ha'ir only. So Karbala is not only to do with Ha'ir, restricted to Ha'ir, but the entire. And I adhere to this opinion that all of Karbala, even if wherever it's called Karbala, even if it's in a hotel or a house or a street and so on, this applies. there are 4 farsakh or 5 farsakh.
أيضا بل تلك الروايات في لا اقتضائيات في غير الواجبات والمحرمات.
This is in other than the obligatory acts, but to have a choice, between performing full or short salah, we have specific narrations, and to adopt collectively to see what conclusion can be reached. Sahib al-Urwa says all of Karbala, anything which is called Karbala. This is what is considered in common sense.
برای کی؟ بالنتیجه وقتی که چیزی نرسیده به ما نمیدونیم. فقط ازدواج حضرت حجت عجل الله تعالی فرجه الشریف
Imam al-Hujjah, Imam. This is goes without saying. Whoever rejects my sunnah, he's not from me, and so and definitely he has offsprings. So Imam Masum cannot be defective. But who are they? We don't know. We don't know the details in the respect.
امکان داره، امکان عقلی داره، اما امکان عرفی نداره ظاهرا. بله عقلا درست. مثل خود
It's possible. It is possible. It's just like the Prophet Jesus alayhi salam. This could be supportive. This is, it's accepted amongst the scholars that a scholar, a faqih, a jurisprudent, so his fatwa is proof for his followers, which is hads. But his is when he narrates, he narrates narrations and riwayat, and gives the detailed chains of narration, like Kamil Ziyarat. So this is proof for everyone. So a jurist, a just jurist, his fatwa, his hads is proof for his followers. But as to for others, no. He doesn't have any authority for while during his lifetime or afterwards.
مثل منقولات دیگر وقتی که میگه از رساله معلوم میشه در نامه پدرش این وارد شده، این حجته، این حسه. اما اونی که در نامه پدرش وارد شده این فتاوای پدره، حدسای پدره، اونم برای
So the things that are mentioned in the risala of his father, these are the fatwas, the hats, the guesses of the father, and they only have hujjah or proof for his followers, not for everyone else. So normally the fatwa, even if it's well known, it isn't a proof for everyone universally and throughout time. Who are these? It's not known. The Shaykh himself hasn't practiced, hasn't enacted on them. It is evident for some. So is it this is sufficient for? But there is no. It's not. This is not evident. In the book من لا يحضر الفقيه, there are two kinds of chainless narration, where sometimes he directly links it to the Ma'soom, like Imam Sadiq said and the Prophet said, and there are another kind of narration, it says it is narrated that, so he's not even accepting responsibility for that. When he says the Prophet said or the Imam said, that means this is a narration and he is confident of it. And credible. When he says the Imam said, it means that the sanad, the chain of narration is credible. The late Sheikh said about the one narration. There is only one narration. When someone narrates a single narration and we don't know whether it's his or hads, either whether it's a narration or a judgment, we assume that it's a narration. So if someone says it rained, the Shaykh says the Shaykh said if someone when it says قال, if there is a possibility there is a hadsi or guess work, then we assume that it's a narration, hissi, rather than hadsi, rather than a fatwa or a judgment. No, these are the fatwa. These are all the fatwa of the scholars. These are the fatwa. These are his judgment, and these are not narrations. These judgment on fatwa. This is not proof for everyone else. A ruling means in subject matter. If two people argue whether this house belongs to Zayd or Amr, then the jurist, when he listens to the argument, then he issues a decree and a judgment. This is hukm. So another faqih cannot deny this ruling, this verdict, unless it is proven to him that the first faqih has made a mistake, or he's relied on a mistaken argument.
اگه علم شد چه به وفاق چه به خلاف معنا نداره حجیت. اگه علم به وفاق شد که ارده انواع اجتماع مسیحی، اگه علم به خلاف شد که ضد یا نقیض اجتماع نقیضین یا اجتماع ضدین لا
if we know that there are two contradictory arguments,
اصلا حکم حاکم یعنی چی؟
what does it mean?
یعنی اماره.
What does it mean that the judgment or ruling is it's a verdict, but only you can deny it if you can prove that it was based on wrong arguments, or the faqih, the jurisprudence was mistaken. Someone, if someone honestly was sure, if someone follows a marja, maybe it mentioned in if this layman who follows the marja, if layman was absolutely sure that marja was mistaken in certain thing, he doesn't have to follow, and he shouldn't follow that ruling.
مشهور اینه که ظاهرا مشهور اینه که در حکم حاکم علمیت شرط نیست، فقط در تقلیده که بحث غالبا فرمودن علمیت شرط، اونم با شروط ثلاثه. یکی این که محرز باشه که اعلم بین اینا هست، ندونه، احتمال بده که اعلم نیست. یکی این که
that he should be the most learned,
مسائل محل ابتلا خلاف هست بین اعلم و غیر اعلم،
and that you should know that there is a difference of opinion between a'lam, the most knowledgeable, and non-knowledgeable.
یکی از یعنی هر شرطی که نبود،
If any of one of these three conditions are not existent, then it's not wajib to follow the a'lam, the most knowledgeable marja.
چرا نه؟ اگه بین خود و خدا مجتهده فقط اعلم نیست، فتوا دادن اگر محرز شد چه اشکال داره؟ فقط کسی باله و هیچ اشکال نداره. اجماعی این برای خودش عملش. بله اگر عادل نیست، خودش عادل نمیدونه، نماز جماعت میتونه بخونه، اما فتوا حق نداره بده.
If someone doesn't have probity, that he cannot give fatwa. He can lead prayers but cannot give.
نعم. إذا قد مر سافر لغير عمله الدائم لا يصلي قصر.
If one travels for other than his regular work, then he should perform short. He should perform salah short. It's because the one who travels should perform salah short and not fast. Now the exempt from this is the one who is frequent traveler, and therefore his work is traveling. So in that case, he should still fast and perform his salah full. But if he goes out of that and he travels for ziyarah or something, this traveling applies to him. The ruling of travel applies to him.
باید این یعنی ظهور عرفی باشه. اگه شک در ظهور شد از عدم اطلاقه، نه اینکه شک در انصراف شد، اونم از عدم انصراف. اگر ظهور بود شک در انصراف از عدم انصراف، اما اگه شک در ظهور شد از عدم اطلاقه. بله بله. خدا رحمت کنه بعضی فقهای معاصر که اصرار داشت که نه باید کسب باشه، اما ظاهرا اطلاق میگیره، فرق نمیکنه.
Some of the contemporary scholars used to insist that it should be earning. There's a narration that if he doesn't stay there one place for 10 days, apparently that narration is the reason for performing salah in full.
منصرف از عمله السفر یا عمله فی السفر، در سفری که عمله فی یا عمله راننده است، اما حالا
if for example someone he's a driver
یا منصرف ازشه
and he's frequent.
علت برای کی؟ نه برای هر سفری، ولی حالا باید یک جریان باشه، نه اینکه حالا یه بار دو بار میخواد بره دیدنی کسی. باید جریان باشه که بعضی گفتن اقلش مثل مرحوم والد ما و جماعت باید 6 ماه باشه اقلش، که به خاطر روایت اشتقان من گفتم تا 1 ماه هم اشکال نداره، چون اشتقان اینجور نبوده که مثلا 6 ماه 3 ماه سفر کنه، گاهی ممکنه 1 ماه بوده.
So it could be just 1 month, and it doesn't have to be 3 months. 10 days is for the work.
اما اگه جریان شد، همین عرض کردم اون فقیه میگه عمله السفر، این عمل اسمش نیست. عرض کردم چرا عمل نیست؟
This this is not his job, and
تسالم دارن برای اینکه یعنی
There is
باید
understanding that
که 10 روز نمونده. اگه 10 روز
this is for places where he hasn't stayed or some place for 10 days.
باید این
There's agreement
سفری که عمل هوه نه برای اگه
that
تجارت رو
in that journey, the voyage is
تجارت بوده است.
what is his job.
یعنی می‌بینید همین باید عمل باشه.
So it should be his job.
نه یه چیز اتفاقی نباشه که بفرمایید شما یه بار تجارت
It shouldn't be that
اگه مکرر
in on one occasion he goes and enters into a business.
ظاهرا نشدن که جریان در یک چیز باشه یا جریان در دو چیز سه چیز باید جریان باشه که عمل
He should be continuing. It should be a continuation so that it can be said this is his job. Not that he goes.
نه باید جریان باشه.
The continuation is important.
اینه که زیارت باشه. چرا اطلاق نگرفت؟ این مسئله استظهاره. چرا؟ خب اصلا ظاهرش اینه که این چون سفر میکنه اگر شبهه‌ای نیست
On the surface of it,
اگه از نمازش تمومه این گفتن نمیخواد
it goes without saying that
در این پنجا میشه نمازش تمام.
he's a traveler whose namaz is short,
شبهه‌ای نیست که نمازش تمومه.
but in these instances it's full.
سفر اصلا بله همین وقت یدور چقدر اگر یه ماه چند بار میره اشتقان اینجوری که در عرض 6 ماه اشتقان یعنی به قول مرحوم اخوی دشتبان یعنی این کسایی که چند جا مزرعه داره ملک داره هی سر میزنه.
Oshtakan is someone who's a guard,
از کسی که مزرعه و ملک داره سر
that he goes to he guards a farm or just to go and visit and make sure everything is all right, and he may go to different farms, for example. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
عبدا وما أنا عبد سوء آبق ونقلت من صلب إلى صلب على صدق الولاء صدق الولاء صدق الولاء صدق الولاء صدق الولاء ونقلت من صلب